AITA for not lending my tile saw to a neighbor who assumed my boyfriend was the one who bought it. My boyfriend and I have a bit of an untraditional relationship. I'm the one who builds, fixes, and does the hands-on work. He's not into that stuff, and that's fine. Over the years, I've built up a garage full of expensive tools that I use regularly. Recently, a young couple moved in across the street. The houses are close enough that if the garage is open, people can see inside. I guess they've noticed us hanging out in there. One day, the husband came over to introduce himself. He gave me a quick nod, then turned and shook my boyfriend's hand like he was the only one worth talking to. It felt dismissive, like I wasn't even part of the conversation. He started chatting about how they're retiling the kitchen and doing a bunch of repairs since the house was a bit of a fixer-upper. He said they're pretty broke after buying it, and he's having to learn how to do everything himself. My boyfriend just smiled and nodded, because honestly, he hates DIY stuff. Then the guy asked my boyfriend if he could borrow his tile saw and maybe a few other tools. He said he'd bring them back like he borrowed them, and even offered a case of beer for the favor. That's when my boyfriend let him know the tools actually belong to me and that he doesn't really know how to use them. The guy looked surprised and gave me this awkward half smile, like he just realized he screwed up. Then he said, "Oh, I guess I should have asked you then. What do you say? Offer still stands." I was annoyed, so I said something like, "Maybe another man in the neighborhood can help you. I'm just a woman. What do I know?" Yeah, it was snarky, I won't lie, but I was irritated. He didn't apologize or even acknowledge the assumption he made, just jumped to asking me for my expensive tools. My boyfriend later said I was kind of an AH to the guy, and maybe I could have handled it better, but I'm tired of being dismissed like I'm invisible when it comes to this stuff. It happens more than you'd think. I don't like being treated like the sidekick in my own garage. Also, who asked to borrow a tile saw from someone they just met? Those things aren't cheap, especially not mine. Anyway, I'm not losing sleep over it, but I figured I'd ask. AITA,